Hey there, and welcome back. Here's something I hear from HR teams all the time. They're not necessarily unhappy with their HR platform. They're just using about 40% of what they're paying for. And if that sounds like your experience with HiBob right now, this video is going to help you figure out exactly what to do next. Because the real question isn't just what's a good alternative, it's what part of HiBob are you actually trying to fix. So let's get into it. Here are the 5 best HiBob alternatives in 2026. My top 5 picks: ThriveSparrow at number 1, followed by BambooHR, Rippling, Personio, and Deel. Let's break them down. First up, ThriveSparrow. And I want to be clear about something before I get into the features, because this one has a different story to tell. A lot of teams searching for HiBob alternatives don't actually need to replace their entire HRIS. What they need is to fix one specific layer, the employee experience layer. Engagement surveys are going out, but nothing is changing because of them. Performance reviews feel like a process managers tolerate rather than use. Recognition is an afterthought, and the data is sitting in dashboards that nobody acts on. ThriveSparrow is built exactly for that problem. It doesn't replace your HRIS. It sits on top of it and adds the engagement, recognition, performance, and goal tracking layer that most HR systems treat as secondary. You get pulse surveys that connect directly to action plans. So managers aren't just reading results, they're actually responding to them. Peer-to-peer recognition with over 800 global gift cards in the rewards marketplace. AI that reads through open-ended survey responses and surfaces the real sentiment behind what employees are saying. 360-degree performance reviews with AI-powered personal development plans. And OKR tracking all in one place. Pricing is modular. Recognition at $2 per user per month. Engagement surveys at $3. Performance at $5. You only pay for the modules your team actually needs. And it holds a 4.5-star rating on G2 from real verified users. If your core HR is already working, don't rip it out. Just add ThriveSparrow and fix the layer that's actually broken. Number 2, BambooHR, the go-to choice when HiBob feels like more platform than your team actually needs. Clean, intuitive, and built around the workflows small and growing companies use every day. Employee records, onboarding, time off, and basic performance reviews. Non-HR founders can figure it out without a training program. If you want a solid HRIS foundation without the complexity or the price tag, BambooHR is one of the most consistent recommendations in this space. Third, Rippling. And this one is a completely different kind of alternative. Rippling doesn't just handle HR, it combines HR, payroll, IT, and app management in one automated platform. When someone joins your company, Rippling can set up their payroll, provision their laptop, create their accounts, and enroll them in benefits from a single workflow. When they leave, the same logic runs in reverse. For fast-growing teams that are tired of managing 5 different systems every time headcount changes, Rippling solves that problem at the root. Fourth, Personio, and if you're a European company, this one deserves serious attention. Personio is built specifically around European HR requirements, regional payroll, labor law compliance, recruiting workflows, and core HR administration. HiBob is a solid product, but it's not specifically optimized for European regulatory complexity. If you've been running into compliance friction, Personio's regional focus makes it a genuinely stronger fit for many European teams. And rounding out the list, Deel, purpose-built for one of the most complicated HR challenges out there, managing a globally distributed workforce. If you're hiring across multiple countries and dealing with contractor payments, local compliance, and multi-currency payroll, Deel handles all of that from one dashboard. Compliant contracts, global payroll, and local entity support without having to set up legal infrastructure in every country you operate in. If international hiring is where HiBob is falling short for your team, Deel fills that gap directly. So there you have it. 5 alternatives, each solving a different side of the HiBob problem. Need a simpler HRIS? BambooHR. Want HR and IT automation together? Rippling. Need strong European compliance? Personio. Managing global payroll? Deel. But if your operations are already in place and the real issue is employee disconnect, ThriveSparrow is where it stands apart from everything else on this list. Thanks for watching. Full breakdown is linked in the description below. Subscribe for more content like this, and drop a comment telling me what your biggest frustration has been with your current HR platform. I read every single one.